Hello lovely people, here we are again, out for a walk, getting some fresh air in between the rain showers. It's a bit blustery today, so I've had to wait until the wind dropped down before I could start recording. I'm walking along a stretch from Big House back to Huddersfield today. So thank you so much for all of your comments, thank you for the phone calls, thank you for the connections. It's absolutely wonderful to see that these videos are actually going further than I imagined. I got a phone call over the weekend from America, from a beautiful lady and her lovely family looking for some support with her son, and we'll be having a conversation tonight online about that. So today's subject, we're talking about the subject of status. So far in the series we've covered security, our emotional need for security, our emotional need for autonomy and to be able to give and receive attention. We've also spoken about intimacy. Do we have one of those wonderful relationships where we are accepted, warts and all, for who we are? And then the last one we did was community, about how we show up in our community, how we get a nutritious effect from both contributing and also from receiving attention in our community. Today's subject is status, which kind of fits a little bit of hand in glove. Now guys, even at the smallest level of a community, our family unit, I know from bitter experience when my status is affected as a result of perhaps not paying attention at the right time and in the right place. So when we have our status, our sense of self, our sense of identity and our self-esteem and our self-respect affected by a loss of status, it hurts. Sometimes it has a significant effect on our emotional well-being. And never more so than I guess in the realms of our occupation, and when I'm working with clients in business environments, it's really important to understand where perhaps an employee or a member of staff has lost their status, how it can affect them and how it can impact on their ability to deliver a performance. So status is important, it forms part of our identity. I remember having a conversation a number of years ago with a managing director who had found himself on the wrong side of a boardroom battle and was ousted from his business. Instantly, there was a loss of identity. He was unemployed and looking for a new position in the business world. And we talked about his identity and how his loss of status of being an employed managing director of a significant organization had affected him. And he saw himself as one of the great unemployed. And I had to correct him. I said, you may have found a change of identity and a change of status, but you are an individual of caliber coming into a marketplace with significant skill sets to bear and significant experience that you can help a business to grow, to develop, and you can bring all of that experience to bear. So yes, whilst you may see yourself as being another unemployed individual, you're a very high caliber individual, and you have an awful lot of skills you can bring to bear on a business's problem. So changing our identity in relation to our status is really important in helping us to repair that lost ground. In a personal relationship where our actions, perhaps our inattention, has cost us a loss of status, we can repair that with sincere apologies and repairing our behaviour. When we're looking at a situation of the current environment, many people have lost their positions through no fault of their own, but through the impact of this coronavirus pandemic affecting businesses all over the world. And so where we have a loss of status, we must also take time to reflect and time to look at how we can regain that ground, what qualities we bring to bear in order to protect our emotional well-being. So I hope it helps you to understand that status is really important. It always has been. It's been important from the very days of our evolution on the plains of Africa, when we moved into tribes and then we moved into environments where we collaborated and worked together. If at that time we were rejected from our tribe, if we were excluded from our community, there was a significant risk and a threat to our safety, and ultimately that of our survival. So status is important, feeling included is important, feeling excluded hurts, and we can all see that in people who have been affected by this terrible situation we're all facing of this COVID pandemic. So guys, let's show some compassion. Let's show some support where we can. Let's help people to appreciate the great qualities that are inside of them that they can bring to bear on their next position. Let's help them to appreciate exactly, how we see them. Let's have those conversations where we are, unjudgmentally sharing praise and appreciation for the wonderful qualities that we recognize in them, and helping them just to grow their self-respect and their self-esteem back to those levels where they were before. That's the subject of status. Keep the calls coming, guys. Keep the messages coming. Really enjoying the interaction with you all. I hope you're seeing a great benefit in these videos. When this series of emotional needs videos comes to an end, I'll then produce a set of videos with all of our wonderful innate resources that help us to get these needs met and help us to understand how we can show up in our worlds feeling content, feeling emotionally well, and delivering our world's best performance. I hope you're enjoying them. Take care, guys. Lovely view of the river here today along the canal side as well. Take care. Bye.